metal plates on the side so that you don't get cross-fitted by things or something.
Do 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 do. Oh shit, I'm running into all the things. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
Somewhere, perhaps.
Hey, I am John. These kids. I am so tired of these kids. There we go. This is the voice. This is John's voice.
Hey, we should have a quest. Well, I was looking for him more or less to see, I had given him something to try out as like a spice, but, I suppose if he's not here, just, if he does show up, between shifts or whatever you two are doing, just let him know, I guess I don't see him move anywhere. I'll come back. Ugh. Also, wait, I thought you were going. I thought you were going somewhere.
Yes, I'm going when the dragons come. They're not here yet, so I haven't left. Unless you want me
Fair
gone,
enough.
I can just leave if you like.
Well, no, seemed kind of concerned for once, which is unlike you. Ugh.
Of course I'd be concerned. I could die if I stay when the dragons are here.
For real this
Which, by
time
the way,
too.
do you have any questions about them? The cat's out of the bag, as you humans say.
Yes, I was there for you just telling everyone. So,
Yes.
Well, so much
So I guess
for
that
keeping
secret's
things
just
secret.
next.
Yeah.
yeah. Unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Well, I found
actually,
out Michael lied to me for the quest, so I decided to tell people. I didn't tell everyone, but I assume everyone knows now. Yes.
So, my understanding of dragons, they're fictitious. They don't really exist where I'm from. I've gathered some information. Can you give me some general information just to make sure my notes are accurate? Let me come around, actually. Hang on. I gotta get my book out.
I know dragons.
Oh, and what do you know about
When
dragons?
asked about a
for one?
person that lives in the library, I got information. Yeah, I go in the library.
And what
Oh,
did you
Part of the
get?
library guild.
It's fair enough.
Are you going to tell us
Oh,
what you
hello
learned or
again.
not? Hello.
Oh, sure. Yeah, yes. So, is there any specific kind of dragon, or are you specifically looking for the basic of, like, say, for instance, a fire dragon?
Right now, I'm comparing notes. I've gone around and kind of spoke with everybody, so just, I guess a baseline would be good.
So let's do the baseline fire
What do you know
dragon,
about
which is the most
dragons?
common.
You're old.
Fire dragon would more specifically have orange to red scales. More
What
commonly
would John
orange.
remember about
And
what
their
kind of
wings
dragons there
could
would
be,
be
their
in
wings
the
are
books
extremely
that you read?
large. Basically, think of it as a wyvern. I don't know if you have those in your world, but think of like a pterodactyl,
Well, it
but
would be
really big. You might not know what pterodactyl is.
traditional
I'm gonna
dragons
think of
with
another
4
thing.
legs and wings.
I do not, but continue.
Multicolored. In essence, different
Think of
kinds
a
of
bird,
magic.
but it's covered in scales,
just
and the wings are extremely
very-
massive. Wings could
good to know.
range from the
What's the word I'm
size,
looking
I would
for?
say, somewhere around
Ravaging,
uh,
destroying of things that
single
don't
wing.
please them or
Let's
that
see,
hate,
about 15 meters.
Very aggressive.
Okay, and are they
Hmm.
often intelligent? That's what I want to know.
Extremely intelligent, more intelligent than any being.
Really? Okay, that's a bit more than I thought, but good to know. All right.
Viz,
They're very intelligent.
Okay.
I don't. Any of us could stand a match with intelligence.
something
Maybe
that
you.
might help with your
Oh, goodness,
questions
you
is
flatter me.
remembering-
Alright, good to know.
Fizwick.
remembering
Don't
Oh.
me, Fizwick.
Oh, you're talking
No
about
offense,
me.
Fizwick.
hi.
Okay, well,
That's a thing to add that might help with your
Their teeth are
questions.
razor sharp, and they can breathe fire.
okay, yes, continue, John.
Sorry, I just want to give him some information that might help with his questions with you. I remember reading the books. There are very many types of dragons, of multiple different types of
That's why I
magic.
asked.
So, lots of different types of magic, but they tend to be four-legged, very aggressive. So that might help
Yes,
with...
you think of dragons as just like people. Say, John, you have whatever affinity you have. I don't really care or know. The little one, I don't know, they're blue, so I'll say water. You're blue, I'll say you're water as well. So, think of it like that. They can have a magic just as you do. Given this plane of existence they find
But they can
themselves
also
in.
have ancient magic. So they have magic that we don't even know about. That can't be
It's
categorized.
possible. I have magic you don't know about. It's not on your sundial.
That's fair.
No one's ever asked.
I don't think many people care.
Well, don't you just have fey magic?
That is fair. Well, in essence, my magic does not stem from the sundial. It stems from, the world itself, because I can connect with it on a deeper level, and I've been alive much longer. So,
Since we get any more
my
cards
magic
now.
is different from your magic.
As
Well,
we
it
got any more
depends.
questions?
How much do you want to know?
Yeah, I mean, this mostly lines up with what I found out prior.
See,
so
it
this is
Could be
good to know.
useful for
Like,
finding out the kinds of
preparation
magic
was
dragons
good.
can
Excellent.
use.
I appreciate it, thank you, Lou.
Why
don't
do
worry,
I
I
feel
know most of
that
the
this
information.
information
I
is
lived in a
not
volcano.
100% free?
Oh, volcano.
Is anything ever free,
It
John?
must be very muggy.
No,
Must be very muggy.
it's not.
I'm a dwarf. It was pretty common.
Besides, should you trust free?
Huh. Interesting.
I suppose not.
If you're
Where I'm from,
paying
cave
something
fishes,
for
to be
it,
quite
then it's
honest with you. They
reliable.
often lived in
No.
caves
I know.
and came out and raided
Free
villages
often has a
and
cost
things.
that's just hidden.
Of a volcano, a dormant volcano.
Yes, quite
Okay,
right.
so that lines up a little bit.
So,
Hmm.
what do you want for this information?
There are one or two things I might.
I want
ask,
you to think of
Oberon
something to
specifically,
give
just
me.
because,
To give
has more to
you.
do with their relations to
Yes, think of something to give
Yeah,
But
no,
other
I
than that,
can't do
this
that.
you've been
That's
great
all
help.
you have to
Yeah,
do.
no worries. But thank you for the help. Appreciate it.
That
Yeah, if
I
you
need to
need
give
any
you
kind
to
of
make you
information, I'm a
happy.
great
Good morning,
source.
Fizzwick.
Know
What?
that.
Think of something to give me,
Let's set this down.
and that's it.
Oh, hey, Catherine.
Good morning, Lou.
I
Everything
see.
good? Oh, good morning.
Ah, okay.
How are you?
Well, I'll look into that.
I'm doing fine.
That's good.
All right. This was a very hard thing to do, you know.
Today?
We'll see about that.
Sure. Fizwick, are you here? Fizwick,
I
what
am.
information do you wish to know about the dragon?
Have anything to do today?
Well, there is one thing I'd like to
Doesn't
know.
eat another fire mushroom.
Since they appear to be, I'm being told they're quite intelligent, that seems to be a through line as well. Why, perchance, are they so aggressive between, well, you know, I've heard there were some concerns they'd be very aggressive towards the Fae. Is there any reason for that?
I could tell you that, but that's a deeply rooted secret, so you'll have to pay up big for it. Well, it's not really a secret. It's just very secret and ancient. Well, it's not secret. It's ancient, you know.
Hey,
Not
Georgie.
many people know about it.
Hello.
Fair enough.
You'll have to cash in a big favor or
You know.
Morning, Ted.
take a monumental quest
Good
or
morning.
gamble for it if you want to know.
So I
Monumental.
have been informed that
Yes.
you cannot.
How do you boys feel like going on a quest today?
No.
Well, you already gave me a
Boy,
quest
right?
already.
Oh boy, what quest is it this time,
I mean,
O'Brien?
actually,
Hold
he
on.
was like you already told me.
Hold on, O'Brien.
I
did
could think of
several
one.
times.
What quest do you want?
I need a
want to
fishing
go
pole.
on? You need
I need a fishing pole.
back.
Like a very good sturdy one.
Oh, fuck you.
And why?
So I found a book in the library
You'll
about
always be royalty to me.
like ancient myths inside the Fey Forest. And one was about like a giant lake monster. That's why I was having Jasper get me a bunch of bugs because I was hoping to catch it. But I don't think I don't think I'd be able to catch it with
I think I ate too much of
with like a
Jasper's.
normal
You
fishing
have
pole.
electricity, don't you?
Anyway,
That's probably not gonna help.
Well, Jasper,
Maybe.
how
I
you
think
doing
that
today?
would.
to be honest, I mean, I can still keep calling you.
I had to fish it out of the water though.
Queen and princess.
What's your
if
name?
you want.
I forgot
There
your
you
name.
Or I could, refer to you by your
Yes.
name, but I don't actually know what your real name is.
Yes. John and yes. What things go with a fishing pole?
Please
How's that
of the
going?
order of the one.
One more time, sorry?
What things go with a fishing pole? You know, like what is
Well,
a fishing pole
you'd
made
need-
out of?
Oh, can I answer?
I asked yes, you can get the next one.
Basically,
Oh,
Well, it's made out of, it needs a line first, and a hook, and a rod.
and I'm also a
Perfect.
proprietor
Well,
of
seems you got a quest. Your dear friend Wayne wants a fishing pole.
And then
What do you think about that,
did
John?
the rest and
Kudos to him.
What, this is a separate quest than getting you something that you
She's
want?
making progress.
I need a magic one.
That's just something I asked of you because I was bored.
we're not getting a magical fishing hook.
Yeah, we are.
Alright.
We're gonna get a
Why
magical
not?
fishing pole. It's the only one that can.
Ramen can be tricky.
So,
Yeah, we
I can
are.
work on the
Some
hook
things
then, I
just don't
suppose.
make sense.
Oh,
I want
Sometimes
to
you see
see
a
where you
note at the
have
end that
the
makes cool noise,
best
and
fishing
sometimes it's put
rod
at the end that doesn't make any
town
noise. No
can
noise.
provide.
Does this?
Strange.
Yeah, the best is. I was about to say, if it's the
Make a
best in
golden rod,
this
then.
whole entire existence, I don't think that would be possible for us.
Yeah. In either
Let's
case,
see.
What do you mean?
I'm sure you could find
Call you
Look it up.
something that
the
you know.
wood for
any
the
knowledge
rod and
gained
the
is
forest and
power.
Oh yes.
believe
I think the
you.
string in is going to be the hardest part. The hook will be
Well,
fine.
if you're going to make a hook to catch
Fair
fish,
enough.
what if you made it
Jasper?
out of something special? Fish have strings, John.
That was
Yes, they tend to have
I thought we had
teeth,
a
but
string.
very
If you
small.
want to go with them.
Any kind of
Kind of
string.
string.
What if
But
you
if
made
not,
a
I don't care.
hook out of
Something
a
I might
But we need one that won't break.
That's all right with you.
I can try, but
That's the point. We need to know if we have any at all.
It would be
We need to know
more-
if we have string.
honestly, it'd be easier to make it out of the bones.
I don't know if that's what'll happen, but
The teeth are very small. There
Essentially,
wouldn't be
I don't
enough
Do we
to
even have
really
any?
another thing.
make a hook.
you're
Well,
free
I
to
mean,
deny
there's
if in
large
fact
monsters in the
I
forest,
test
right?
potion out I'm trying to make. If you could head back into the
So a
town,
monster
perhaps.
tooth.
Yeah,
Great.
Don't everybody know?
Yes.
Hmm.
I'm sure
Before I
it
do,
would be
though,
fine.
there-
Wayne, what do you think about that?
John, that seems like
Wood from the tree in the forest,
apparently
the
the
hook
train
from a monster's tooth
No,
from the
but I-
forest,
I
and the
think
string. I don't
it's
care. You
across
can do
the
that.
river in the
It
bush.
just moved.
Where?
It's gone.
Lead the way. I don't know.
I'm trying to give a quest just
That
like your
is,
friend
they might be
Greasy
new.
Food. Very traditional. You know.
But
Your
what
reward
I-
is
Kinda look like
information
a
about
blue
why the
Jasper.
dragons hate the Fae. How does that sound?
Also,
Well,
Fizwick
it might
and
be another kobold then.
Yeah,
Looks like Mr.
so you
Fizwick
can make one out of Mother's Tooth? That's
and Jasper is
pretty
on it.
crazy.
Yes, you can.
Hmm.
So is it a yes, Wayne?
Yeah. Any efficient pole.
Splendid. That sounds like a wonderful thing for you boys to do today. Is there anything else?
All
We're
right.
just going to stand here looking at each other.
I don't know.
It's what we do. It's kind of a thing. You should know
Yeah,
this.
it doesn't have a female form anymore. We can't really
Doesn't
stare at
matter if I
him.
know it or not, I can still ask.
Yeah, I know.
Why do you keep wanting John to turn into a woman, Wayne?
They both do.
Have you seen it?
Yes, I saw it. I own it now. I
Yeah,
own
see?
that version of John.
What?
Yeah, you can ask Obrion for a favor. Maybe you can ask for the female version or something or another.
Yes. I just
Perhaps you could turn
siphoned the
yourself
magic
into a
away
female.
into this magic staff of mine.
Hmm.
Just using all the magic of the Feywild.
I can't do that.
Can. You gotta put your back to it.
What do you mean?
You could turn into a girl.
No.
Why don't you turn
Maybe.
Michael into a girl?
Absolutely not.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna hurt you.
Love hurts Michael.
Not this kind of love.
You okay, Bonito?
Well, I just woke up and I was having a seizure.
Oh,
Oh my.
that sounds
Vince?
serious.
Yes. Then some liquid out of my mouth, and then down to my chest, and then this formed.
You didn't put that on? Usually you wear
No.
it, you put it on.
No. Why am I puking out equipment? Is this another curse by the Fae?
Hold on.
I mean, it's kinda
Stop,
useful,
stop,
but-
stop. It's gonna check for any straps, bolts, things that can release to take it off.
You find no straps or bolts.
Yeah, maybe it did grow on you. I'm not seeing any way of taking it off.
Alright. This almost reminds me of my Dulan armor. That's the same color. Well, almost same look, but not as important. I don't know what it means.
Hmm.
I have one guess, but it's probably false.
I would say that
It's pretty impossible.
I would say that it's most likely an issue with the well, something going on with magic or a face messing with you. One of those two things. Obrion, are you messing with him? Or is there, another Fae that is?
I would not know if another Fae is messing with him, but I most certainly am not. I see no points to. I'm not getting anything out of it.
Who would be a magic person that could tell what sort of magic is going on here?
Maybe Ishwick?
Well, he's an alchemist, but maybe it's a good place to start.
Yeah, we don't really have much mages in this town.
Possible.
Even though
I did
that
put on
sounds
this
really
necklace that I
dangerous.
find
Although the
chest.
worm's tooth would be extremely
Hey,
razor sharp and
Martha?
have a lot of jagged edges, but
I don't mean to interrupt, but this new guy only seems to speak in your language there with the kobolds.
The Draconic? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, when Wayne gets poofed back into existence, figure out what he wants. And don't let him muscle you out of it, okay?
People coming to town.
yeah, I'm
over
probably
here.
not even gonna give him anything.
As you can see, many
He's
new people
gonna
have
give me
come
the
to
worst
town,
trade deals
so-
ever.
Let's go this way. Oh, goodness. Oh,
Ah, it's you.
Do you put some concoction down my throat or something?
wait, what?
Huh?
Do you notice this?
Yeah, do you know anything about the magic? Apparently, this formed overnight. And
The armor?
Yeah, and there's no straps or anything. There's no straps, bolts, connectors. There's nothing that would allow them to take it off. Or put it on, for that matter.
So it's soulbound?
Possibly. I am not a magic, so I have no way of telling.
It is quite similar to my Doulahan armor. Back when I was a Doulahan.
I mean,
Is it?
it's not hurting you, right?
No. I mean, woke up with a seizure.
I would say that's hurting. Or has the capability of hurt.
I mean, do you want it to be removed?
I mean, not really, because I was already planning on talking to Unread to forge me a new chest plate with the remaining Doulahan ingot. But
Not only that, but Red hasn't been here in a while, so you might be waiting on that.
yes. Could be soulbound, could be.
Well, it seems that it is magical, but it doesn't seem like it would be harmful to you. As what you incline, it does seem to be some type of armor for Doulahans. So perhaps you just leave it alone. Unless you want to be removed, I can possibly do that for you. If not, then just deal with it, I guess.
If I start becoming undead again, I will come for you and Mori.
If Mori ever comes back. But yeah, if you feel any uncomfort or anything like that, feel free to let me know and I'll take it from there.
Alright. I did find this necklace in Moi's chest. Or at least our chest. Can I put it on?
Looks like the symbol of death. Sure, it was wise to put it on?
Well, she's the grave cleric. So, of course, it's going to look like death. But he's a Doulahan, and, you know, it's probably fine.
Oh, was. More of a
Was.
spirit of fire.
Right, sorry.
Okay.
Welcome back.
I'm not dead.
Yeah, you're not dead. So, about this rod of yours.
Yeah, we need a fishing pole. Oh, fishing pole.
Well, the small one has spider silk. You got string there. But she wants a trade for that. As far as the rod itself, You know the small one. The one you want the fucking pancakes at.
Crimson? They look different.
Yeah. That's because I want to say chaos? The chaos void magic has been zapped out of her due to void. So now she looks innocent, so to speak.
Hmm.
I see.
Oh, John.
Yes.
By the way, I talked to Miss Fox, and she doesn't know anything about the you-know-whats that might be coming to you-know-where.
Off my crown.
So that might mean that the borough isn't necessarily allied with you-know-what.
Wait, hold on.
Hold on for a
I thought
second.
that was relevant information.
Hey, Wayne.
No, you got to. I gotta go get an apple.
I'm not your
Do you know
storage
about
food.
what's coming to the town?
Are you? We talked about
there's
this
nothing coming.
yesterday. Do you really want
Oberon
to
said
let him
that
know?
I'm trying to see if Oberon was telling, if he was accurate about what he said about the whole town knowing by this point.
About what?
Is he on Sealy trying to raise an army again?
So,
Nope.
looks like
Always.
he was telling a lot of crap. So
I wouldn't question Oberon.
Why not? You can ask him questions.
Either that
He's
or
just
he
not
says
gonna give you
it-
a straight answer, but
I'm just gonna ask.
Okay.
Just gonna straight ask, is there a reward that's gonna happen?
So, question.
Yes.
Are you just assuming most of the town knows because you told Michael, or are you assuming that, or are you just telling everyone about the dragons at this point since you told Michael?
No, I'm just assuming everyone knows at this point, because I told a few people after. I told Michael. I found out he lied in his quest yesterday, so I thought, well, if you wanted it a secret, I'll tell people. So I told a few nearby. So I did assume everyone would know by now.
I see. Well,
I can tell everyone if you like.
Well, no. We're trying to keep it a secret. That's why, we have some concerns of some people going a little gung-ho with things.
Well, I've told people that they can't fight them, so I don't know why they would do that.
Well, there's people that would fight anyway.
Well, that is true. Some of you humans just do
Also,
enjoy a good fight.
There's some anti-Fae people in town. They would use this to try to force you and others out.
I mean, they'd have to work very hard to get someone like me out of town.
No, they don't.
So-
They have to just cooperate with the dragons. Like what's happened
That's
before.
true. They could. It's a possibility, Jean.
Which is why we...
Depends on what the whole town is going to do. Are you going to cooperate?
Of course not. As I told you before, this is your town. You have a sundial. This is your home as much as
It's not
everyone
my
else's.
town. I'm just a citizen.
Same difference. Do you want to leave?
No.
Then there you go. It's your home. You want to stay here. Everyone that knows the secret by now is trying very hard to make sure you and others are not forced out.
Which makes sense. But you have people like the Burrow. So, who knows? You even have that one Fae that's anti-Fae. So, you got a lot of work to do, John.
Yes, we do have a lot to work, but it's good to know that you only told a few people nearby. Hopefully they're not going around and blabbing. I guess we'll have to go to it when we come to it. Do you remember who you told?
No.
Of course not. Okay.
Even though that they don't need one, even though that
Aren't
they don't need
kobolds-
one, they'll still have it.
Servants to dragons.
This one, John, wants to make friends with these fucking dragons that are approaching.
So Obrion did freaking tell him. Okay.
No, I tell them. I'm telling them.
Biscuits.
Because they need
Can
to
you-
know. Especially
What?
with this one. Because if this one agrees to be friends with the dragon,
sorry.
just like Lawrence would be, that's what we're coming down to. We're fucked.
Then why did you tell? Anyway.
And
To
then
I
open
would have
space,
done it
too.
either way, even if they
To
showed up.
warn. Yeah, because you know
No,
this
they'll
one's
probably
not
eat 'em.
not that bright.
They're gonna
up
eat
here.
you, and I don't know if you're gonna
I
learn a
don't
lesson
wanna hear
after
it.
they eat you. I don't think they're gonna learn their lesson after being eaten.
Look,
No.
it's not going to end well. If you're part of the library, right?
Absolutely. I know what dragons are like.
Read volume 3 of the town history. It did not end well for the third generation trying to cozy up with the dragons. It
Yeah, I
ended
know
with the
about
town
it.
being destroyed. If you know about it, then why are you trying to side
So
with
if you
them
fucking
again?
know, yeah, why? Why are you trying to destroy us?
It's just how I am. Do you expect me not to try and make
So
friends
in
with the
other
dragons?
words, so in other words, we have to kill you, so that way we don't have to get killed ourselves.
No one's getting killed, and
I
besides,
doubt
the
you could
protection's
kill
in
the
town.
process.
What? Oh, I thought we were gonna.
Yeah, but if that protection barrier goes down because of these fucking dragons, and for her to bring them in,
I
we're
doubt it
fucked.
would go
Because the
down.
Fae controls it. We're screwed.
Do you understand that the protections are in town are off of Fey magic? The Fey magic and the dragon
to an
magic
extent.
are oil and water. They don't mix.
So how would they get into the town?
By basically disrupting all the Fey magic, including the barrier
If
and
they,
protections.
the only thing I could think of is if they can get into the town themselves, then what's the point in us even trying? If they're here without the waypoint and they're basically like, as you said, oil and water, then how would they be here in the first place? You really think we can stop something that can get through the barrier and has evil intent?
Yes. I mean, that's me.
No.
Yes.
We can
The most you're
try.
gonna do is just throw some food at its head.
Let's just hope
No,
it's
I'm gonna
like
cut off
the
its head.
dragon that Pip worships, and maybe Pip can convince it to not kill us.
He's the only one that can actually speak Draconic. Yes.
So the kobolds are all
I'm not gonna say anything about that one, but okay.
Yeah. The point that we're trying to make, Crimson, is if you were to accept them as a friend, they could come in whenever they so choose, no matter if the barrier is up or not. We would be screwed. They would kill the Fae, destroy our protection that's in the town, and we'll all just die. Do you really want that to happen?
I feel like you asking this to me is a different way than if something, for instance, like Tomato was gonna be asking me that.
What are you
You'd probably
talking
get a
about?
different answer.
If Palmetto asks you the same question, you're gonna give him a different answer?
Most likely, I'm gonna be honest.
Why?
Oh my
Why are we
God, this
talking
was
to
not the
him? At
brightest
this
tool in
point,
the
I think
shed.
they're probably.
Well, I
think
have
they're
a
just like
grudge
me.
against both you and Wayne, so I mean,
See, if you accept them and they become
I'm
your
trying
friend.
to wrap around this. Yeah, if you become their friends.
Without the
it's
ba-
basically
Without
hold
the
on,
barrier,
Wayne.
we can kill
hold
you.
on, Wayne. Hold on, Wayne. Let's put it like this. Let's say a vampire shows up, right? And
I mean,
they have
Kill it.
to ask constantly
One has already.
to, hey,
kill it.
hold on.
I would
Say
show
for
that
instance,
myself.
if you shut up. So, if you accept them in, then they could do whatever the fuck they want. That's basically what you're doing with the dragons. You're accepting them to come in and let them do whatever they want. You want that to happen?
I will think of something.
Fucking A.
This is why you shouldn't have told them.
They're just like what she said. They're gonna know that she was gonna do it anyway if she didn't find out.
Yeah,
So there was no point. Might as well say it ahead of time.
But now they have time to prepare like we do. So they can try to prepare for what we are preparing. And now we have to
All we gotta
prepare
do is
for
lock
what
her up.
she's preparing. Or what we're preparing.
Be 2 steps ahead. Be 2 steps ahead. If we have to, we'll kill her in the forest. There's protection out there.
We can't. We're not killing another of our people.
What choice do we have?
Well, I haven't done
We're-
a lot of
we're fucked.
shoemaking, but I could probably give a try at that too.
We're only kind of fucked because you
You seem to
blabbed.
have
What we do
offended
is maybe-
Wayne so much he disappeared.
She was already gonna do it at the last minute anyway.
Have them today.
They
got them
say
in
it
their
has
little
heat or
clutches.
the fire magic's in it.
But here's what I'm thinking.
Anyway.
We could do a nice blue suit, probably with. We don't want to do blue on blue with the tie and the undershirt, so probably also stay away from green because you've already got a nice level of green yourself going on. So I'm thinking we'll just invert the colors. Where you've got the blue tie, we'll make that a gray tie with a blue suit on it. Maybe we'll do some like interior padding on it, and then leave the outside to be easily replaceable. We could stitch that up, maybe have some padding on it there. And then we're just gonna do pockets galore, so you could stuff things in there. But we're gonna keep them all hidden on the inside. That way they don't get all caught on things out in the forest, because you don't want to be running through the forest and then get snagged on something.
Let me ask you this, because you're making it, I feel like you should have some say in the design. So instead of a gray tie, because gray tie is kind of, it's kind of boring in my opinion. I could do a purple, how about a purple tie? Because you're making it.
I could do that.
A touch of nurture.
How does this sound? Blue, but very thin purple pinstripes, and then the tie can be purple with blue stripes on it. That way it kind of ties the whole thing together.
I've only been here for 7 months. Yeah, technically, I never see the moon.
You don't sound like you exactly like that, so we can put that on
Where
the
I
back
come
burner
from, some people might refer to that as gaudy, but I mean,
Gaudy.
again, this is your thing. So, I mean, if you think it'll look good,
It's terrible.
I suppose one less thing
You don't like
I
striped?
want is- money.
It's not that I don't like stripes, but
I prepared.
purple and blue they don't usually go together where I come from. But hey, if you can make it work, then by all means, give it a shot.
Need fixing.
Okay. Well, we could do then. Maybe take it in a different direction. We have the blue suit, and we do white pinstripes on it. And then you have the purple tie, and it also has white stripes on it. That way, again, it pulls it together, but then we aren't blending the two colors. We're using a third tertiary color as the bridge between the two.
It's been a pleasure to meet you.
So let me just get this straight: a blue suit with white stripes, and
very thin.
what was the tie?
Tie purple that also has white stripes on it. I guess we could do a solid for that. That way it's not too overstriped.
No, I don't mind the stripe. The ties are supposed to. I love a gaudy tie, to be honest.
Oh,
They-
so what
they
we could
say-
do? Okay, knowing that, what if we didn't
In the
even
business
have
world,
like
you want
a
to be
simple
serious, but a silly tie lets people know that you're not too serious.
Okay, then what I'm thinking is we do like a very shiny blue suit. Looks very flat, very basic, but we can accentuate that with like a purple tie, and maybe it's got like some things on it, like a little cars or whatever it is that you sold. Like maybe you could show me a picture of a car if you could draw it, and then we can have like little cars on your tie, like that. And then when people go, what is that? You could be like, oh, I was a car salesman in Pennsylvania, and this is what we would sell. Can I interest you in a car?
You know, if I was back home, I would love that. But around here, I can't really sell any cars.
Can't sell cars, but it would be a good way to talk about where you came from. And people would be like, oh,
True.
there's Ted the car guy.
Very true.
If
I don't know,
anything,
I mean, I kinda,
something I've learned is having something nice to cling on to from your home is really nice, so that you don't feel like you've lost yourself here. You don't have to, but if that sounds like something you want, I would definitely make that.
I tell you what, is I like where you're going, but I have a different idea. But let's just stick to one thing at a time. So, you know,
Okay.
maybe we'll revisit that. But, you know, well, the blue suit, I like the blue suit idea. And if you want to do the purple tie with the white stripes, or even if gold, you know, you got the gold on there. You want to have a touch of gold. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah, blue and gold. I think is a wonderful.
I'll come back and talk to them here in a bit. I don't want to interrupt because that's such a good conversation.
And if that doesn't work, then oh well.
Whatever you want.
I'm trying to think. I could probably think of a few things
Yes.
I was telling the little one here, but she said she wouldn't tell you, so I thought it might be useful for the other people to know. The protection is not powered by the Fae, just so you know. It's protected by the Sundial.
I see.
It's the human/town magic that
Here,
protects
I'll
the
go
town.
tell them, but I guarantee you they wouldn't listen to me. They'd be like,
Well,
what's
without
your
you talking
problem?
with them, can you really blame them?
I mean, that's fair, but I'll go try.
Anyway, I wanted to say as an out-of-character thing, but also, you know, to be sure everyone actually knows the truth.
I understand.
Yes, thank you. Apologies for interrupting your thing.
I
No.
give up. I can't find them.
I appreciate you letting me know.
Of course, John. I mean, you are favored by me. Why would I not?
I'm unsure of what actually happened. Perhaps she found out and, seeked him out, but in either case, that ring was a death sentence. You know that, right?
Yes, and I was told you have control under it, meaning you have reprimanded it and no one can get hurt anymore.
In the town. But outside of the town, it's free game. I'm sure he left that part out.
He did.
makes things tricky. Just wanted to let you know, because it seems people got really upset over that unseelie fellow. And again, I completely understand why. But I imagine then that Void fellow probably came in to try and smooth things over. It seems to be their MO. I just wanted to be sure everyone's on the same page.
Well, you look as you aged a day.
It's easy to
Thank you,
not
Desmond.
to pretend that you haven't
Very
aged a
important.
day
Now I've
when you're
heard.
behind a mask.
Now I've made my mind.
Excellent. Whatever you decide, I'm sure you'll make the right decision, Pomado.
Good to see you again.
Take care now.
This is going to grip it really hard. And what exactly did you just show up out of nowhere or something?
Ah, he doesn't remember.
I mean, he just kind of wandered out of town for a while. I assumed he was dead, I'll be honest with you, but, I mean...
That's what
glad
I
to see he's alright.
was hoping for as well.
I mean, I wouldn't hope for that, but I can understand your feelings.
Get rid of me.
Oh, are we interrupting?
No, you're fine, Jasper.
Yeah, it's all good, Jasper. No worries. We're just having a discussion. Some old friends catching up.
Joe just says hi.
Yes. Friends.
Tell him that I said thank you again for the cabinet. If I don't see him first, of course.
You needed my help with a potion?
Yes. Actually, that's what I wanted to find you about, John. Tell me, those blue flowers you wanted us to gather, they ended up gathering them, but I think you had mentioned not needing them. What was their intended purpose, rather?
Let's go figure. Let's just call it a vigor potion, a stamina potion of sorts.
Oh. Well, I gave some to Grecius to use as a spice, see if it worked as a spice, so perhaps that'll work? Okay, good to know. All right, well...
Probably.
And I just gave some to Pomado to see if maybe they can, start growing it. Stamina potions, that could be very useful.
I guess it's going to be fine. It's just going to spice things up in a different way, I suppose.
Yes, it will. Oh, dear.
I'm confused.
In a way, yes.
Old men like us need a little bit of more resistance. We need a little bit more help when it comes to stamina.
That's true. I do get tired very easy.
Especially
and my back
when
hurts.
it comes to yesterday, where Oberon was wanting people to show their true love.
Fizwick, do you have a wife?
Yes, I do. Well, not anymore, but yes.
What any of this has to do with stamina?
Do you happen to remember something that you did the night after you were married to your wife?
Oh, goodness. Okay. I need to find Gracious then.
Yes,
okay, understood now. All right.
Do not use those blue flowers on anything.
Yes. Apparently they're not going to be... Yes. Apparently they're going to be... They're not going to be great for what I intended to use them for. Keep them around. But yes, no, we definitely need to make sure we're not growing those then. Excellent. All right. Right. Thank you for helping with that, Catherine. Sorry it took me a while to get there. Anyways, yes, okay. Good. So... That's handled. Okay, good. So, in that case, perhaps I can retrofit them for some other purpose then. Perhaps we can use them to make actual stamina potions? Would have to take some altering, of course.
Yes, and they're also
Quite a
good
bit
for
of altering.
if you alter them, they can also be good for getting blood directed to certain areas of the body. Not that part of the body, but, you know, you can alter it to have it, you know, maybe you need blood in the arm or in the legs. It's very good for that.
Interesting. Okay, well, in that case, perhaps we can do that then. Make some use of them. Sounds good. All right. Okay, well, in that case, I'll get started on that. Oh, just Gracius and Pomato. How you been? That's it.
Oh, I don't think Gracius is here today. At least not that I've seen.
No, it's Oberon's taking his shift, I think. I think they work on a shift system.
Okay, then I suppose that's fine.
Have you happened seen?
I simply found.
Have you happened to
forest and back here, but
have you had a chance to check that water sample that I gave you?
No, but you know what? We can do that right now if you like. I really don't have much else to do, honestly. I was expecting to go out and test something, but I suppose both things I wanted to test are going to have to wait. Well, one we know now, and the other we're just going to have to wait. So yeah, we can work on that right now.
The tree.
If you'd like.
We may need John's help.
Oh, never mind. No, precious Jasper, you don't need to test them anymore. We're well aware of what they do now.
Do you need me to help you with this?
I could use your help. And, of course, if you'd like as well.
Friend, how have you been?
Mr. Lazarus, the more alchemist, the better.
I have been doing
it's not like I'm doing
just
anything,
fine since you've been...
Right. The two things I wanted to test are one's going to have to wait, and the other, again, we know now.
At least you're around.
No worries.
But, yeah.
I'm
surprised you didn't realize
that sounds a bit more interesting.
Pity.
Right. We'll meet you there, Lazarus. Take care.
They're not around.
I wish I could have been there to say my goodbyes.
I bet you.
John, we are probably going to need your help as well.
All right, fine. I'd be happy to help.
John.
Yes.
When out in the field, I give you all the chances you get, just not in front of the new ones.
All the chances.
Understood?
There. Understood.
I look forward to our talk out in the field one day, John. It'll be glorious, I bet. Until now, my friend, let us go.
Friend, my ass.
We even came to a place where the water just stopped.
That's strange, isn't it?
Are you referring to the barrier at the edge? You're referring to the barrier at the edge, right? Because I've gone in the water. I used water breather potions to see down there, and past the barrier, there was stuff over there. Like another shipwreck.
There definitely was things, but there was no more water.
Very strange.
We're gonna have to go to the edge and see.
Perhaps. Well, that's definitely not something I'm going to be doing. Well, if it's in the town, I might be able to help. I do have some water magic. Perhaps I can try and make a little bubble, although I wonder how good that'll work. I would need someone who would actually be able to put air in it.
Nonetheless, I wanted to share my discoveries with you. I'll be in the tower. Me and Tyron and George and Lineback were actually seeing the sun, or at least the reflection of it, in the floor of your telescope area off the side?
Oh, okay. Excellent. Yes. We were just about to head over there as well to work on something for Catherine.
I actually
Wonderful.
thought
I'll meet you
myself.
Excellent. All right, we'll see you there then. Let's see. Okay, mystery water. Whoop.
Did you take that from a shelf?
No, it's always dead over here.
No, I
It's always
took
dead
it
over
for
here.
myself.
Hello, Mr. Linebacker. Hey. Is that one of ours?
It's from my pocket. Oh my god!
Okay, just
Turned
wanted to
around at the
sure.
wrong
Okay.
time.
I just want to make sure you don't drink anything that might turn you into a
Kill you.
Yeah, be very careful, especially around here. That's
Or a
where Rainier
penguin.
kept his potions. Rainier had made some sort of agreement with some fae. You don't see him around very often, but he would
I
essentially
don't
make
drink
3
potions.
Yes, he would make 3 of
I
them,
don't.
and they would do mysterious things because he wouldn't remember what he made. That was part of the deal, but in exchange, he would make something extravagant. I grew an extra arm for an hour. It was very weird.
I turned
Right on
into
my
a
back.
penguin.
Yeah,
Can I
that
just
too.
drink my alcohol in peace? Is that
Okay,
so
as lo-
bad?
That's fine. We can make that too, no worries. All right, let's head up and figure this out.
Possibly. So.
I've been trying to get to the burrow forever, and I finally did. So, who knows what could happen?
Alright. Well, I'm gonna keep on. I'm more of a talky person. Yeah, telling Wayne to do things is different from what Wayne will do. He kind of. He's a very.
Were you gonna answer about why you got the silk?
I mean, I could just get the flint and tinder out, but you could just light that. It'd be a little easier. There we go. What this should do is, if there
Hey,
is
John.
anything in there, because this is seawater, so I don't know if
Yes.
if there is anything residual
Oh, there
in
you are.
I saw you when I was talking to Nerta. You kept walking up. Were you looking for me or Nerta?
As it
I was looking for
boils,
Nerta.
leak out in there, anything that's inside should go out.
But I didn't want to interrupt. It seemed like you were having a nice conversation, so it wasn't anything pressing, so I figured I'd find her later.
As it were.
Let's see, and since it's diluted,
Okay.
faint,
Never mind.
I'll be looking at this.
These are new people.
No, you're fine.
I don't know where she went after talking to me.
Character, do you want it to or not?
Like I said, I know she's been working hard to be a tailor, so, and she seemed pretty excited about whatever she was working on for you, so I didn't want to interrupt.
Oh, last I saw, she was talking to Oberon.
What a lovely conversation you're
Good to
having.
know.
I'm just saying, can you have it not on the stairs so I can go down the stairs?
Well, that's why I'm not on the stairs anymore. Hi.
Oh, well,
And as you
Blizzard,
can see,
please.
I stood
Oh.
back. You can walk down the stairs.
Thank you. That's all I really asked for.
Introduce yourself to them.
I see.
I did.
Well, people tend to avoid.
I guess the mystery of the phantom sun.
Hello.
Something. There are a lot of mysteries.
Hello.
Yeah, but then when the town moved here, they were magically there.
So this
Yeah.
town was somewhere else, but it was still technically built, is what you're saying.
I'm saying, what is the difference between...
Michael screwed up.
On the...
Can't sue me for anything.
What did he do? He told people?
He told one other person, the really short one with the blue clothes. Can't remember their name.
Blue?
Yeah, and they were the wrong people to tell because they are very eager to help the dragons.
Blubbery. Oh.
Which,
okay,
from
it's not necessarily the worst thing, because that means we might have somebody that can be, you know, a bridge from their side coming in, because, you know, we're going to be like from the Fae angle coming into it, so maybe it might not be the worst thing.
But Michael wants to kill them now because of them wanting to work with the dragons. Then there's the fact that Volume 3 of the book talks about how the humans sided with the dragons, but it didn't work out for them, so...
In what way?
Well, the town was destroyed, so... like, the dragons
By the
destroyed
dragons?
town. Yes.
Oh no. Yeah, that would be a problem. Did it say why? If they were friends with each other, why would they destroy the town?
The Fae. They were not happy with the Fae.
So, the dragons and the peoples became friends, but the peoples were still friends with the Fae, and because of that, the dragons said no more town and destroyed it?
That's what I gleaned from reading the books, yes.
Hmm. Wait, how are they able to do that to the town? I imagine, if anything, the town back then would have been stronger than it is now.
I don't know. There could be more information in later volumes. I've only read
Mr.
volume
Oberon
2
just
and
told
3.
me. Mr. Oberon just told me he was around during the first time the dragons were here. And he said that they were very strong and that they killed very many Fae. So I guess it's kind of like the war with Burrow, but maybe even worse. But the thing I don't get is, where did they go then? If they were this strong that they could take out the town and they could fight countless Fae, why would they just disappear? You'd think they'd be like roaming around like they own the place right now.
Well, since the town was destroyed, there was no one to really, you know, espouse why they left. Also, keep in mind that there's multiple generations for a reason. So each town had to have been kind of wiped out some way or another. So when we say the town was destroyed, it might have just been the people. The rest of the town might have been fine, or who knows.
Could it be that by destroyed, the town got teleported somewhere? Like last time?
Possible, because, you know, the town, you know, there weren't really any survivors from what I've read in the book. You know, it kind of trails off. There wasn't a definitive, like, epilogue about what happened, like, afterwards, so... It's not like there was anyone else left other than, you know, maybe someone that wrote it before, you know, dying themselves, so...
And Oberon is very scared of the dragons. I don't think this is a tricks of his. He's been very willing to give up information he would have had people work for. Even though he's still been kind of withholdy with me. He wants me to protect him, but then when I ask him about what happened back then, he wants me to not just get the information for free. And I'm like, you want me to protect you, but then you also don't tell me the things I need to know to protect you. It makes it very hard to work with you.
I would say try looking more at the books. Recheck volume 3. Make sure that maybe there's something there that I missed that you would be able to see, and maybe some of the other books. Maybe there's some information in volumes, the other volumes of the, because we should have all the volumes at this point. Maybe there's something from volume 4 to 9 or something, whatever it goes up to.
Okay. Well, I feel like there was something else I needed to tell you, but I can't remember what it is right now. Oh, Miss Titania gave me a diary. It's not her diary, but she said she wanted me to read it and figure out who it belonged to. So, I'm not sure if this has anything to do with the dragons or not, but I imagine since Oberon's very concerned about it, that it might have something to do with that. But I'll have to get back to you on it.
Yes. I think the books in the diary might be our good chance of learning what's going on and what we'll need to do.
Did you have any connections to any of the other courts?
I have no connections to the Fae. Honestly, you know my history. You heard it from the Duckman. Honestly, if I did have any history and they knew about me, it would probably be very bad.
Sure, but I mean, I've seen you talk to Mr. Oberon a few times, and you were the first one that he explained the dragon problem to.
Well, I had to gamble for it.
Sure.
But yes, he did tell me eventually after I gambled for it. And you are right. I'm pretty sure he knows my history, but he hasn't flat out admitted it, but he's given hints here or there that he knows about what I've done previously. Even way before Duckman.
Because the problem that's going to be happening soon, where we have these visitors that are going to be showing up.
I feel like I probably should leave because it's a private.
Appreciate that. Thank you. What a respectful young man. Anyway, the problem is that I feel like this is a really big problem. If dragons are coming back, and there's something that even scares Oberon, and I know Oberon is a powerful fae despite him being somewhat silly sometimes.
Yes.
I have to wonder why we haven't heard anything from the summer court, the autumn court, or the winter court, because I feel like they would have a stake in this too.
Well, they might have pulled out. Something Oberon has pointed out is how many Fae are around anymore. I mean, you've been here as long as I have. Pine isn't here anymore.
Yeah.
Shiva's not here anymore. Most of the Fae, especially after our town mess in Nicole, there were a lot more Fae. The only ones that are left anymore is the Foxlings and Oberon. So there's not. So they might know something. Maybe they knew after the town moved. That's maybe why they've stayed away. That might be why we don't get any Fae anymore.
But then why would Oberon be here? If they knew about something way back then, why would he have been around if he also knows about it? And why only now be worried?
Maybe because he thought enough time has elapsed that the dragons wouldn't come back. Maybe he thinks, while he's concerned, he has hope that maybe we might be able to do something. Maybe that Ottertown can be the generation that can do something. But that would be preface on if the dragons ever came back in the previous volumes.
Right. Okay.
I tried to stop figuring him out. He intentionally tries to obscure his true intentions through different means that are very difficult. Speaking from someone that's experienced with trying to obscure so people don't pick up on what you're trying to go for. He is very crafty at it.
Mm-hmm. Somewhat. I've been hanging around him a lot. I think I've got a nice beat on him. I still think he's a little bit weird for not helping me help him, but I know that's kind of like his shtick, his thing, so...
Yes.
Okay. In that case, then, I was really hoping if we can find a way, I know you just said that it's not really your expertise, but I really want to get a hold of Jiniko, not only because of this whole dragon thing, but also because she's allegedly kidnapped Mr. Bryant. And by allegedly, I mean I'm pretty sure, like 100% sure she did. And I need to find out why she did that, and if maybe we can get Mr. Bryant back. That seems important.
Yes.
What happened?
And then I have a connection to Miss Lyriel, who is the Autumn Court representative. I've been trying to get a hold of her, but she's been very difficult to get a hold of. And then I have no idea how to get a hold of Miss Shiva. There's like no Winter Court phase I've ever seen other than her.
Oh my god, you have failed me.
Of course.
What?
Like I said, that's the...
What?
There's the less and less Fae, so...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would try
Okay.
asking them to see if they have anything about any of the other courts.
Mm-hmm. Yes? Hello?
No. Actually, do any of you have a bucket?
No.
There's a bucket I use for watering the plants up at the farm if you want to borrow it. Just make sure you don't break it.
Well, I won't do that because it's for the farm. Some of us is going inside the water.
Why?
Do you want to ask Miss Jojo to go with you because she's a good swimmer?
Actually, I haven't seen Jojo when I came over here.
She was at the bed and breakfast last I saw, but she might already be out in the ocean. She likes to go get to fishes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we already have the set group. I think some of us are going over there to see about the shipwreck and stuff like that, so...
It's just a suggestion. I know she's done lots of stuff out in the water.
Of course. Yeah, but thank you, though.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go research some things through my connections, so I'll go do that. I probably won't be able to tell you anything from it, but if there's something I can hint at, I'll let you know.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Take care, Grandpa.
Yes, you too.
You're not dead.
What?
I told everybody you were dead. Well, so it's a grammatical thing. So if you say
why is it that you approach me?
You're new to the town. I wish to help. Give you what
Perhaps you're not
information I
like the
can.
other light bearers from my world, then.
Well, to be fair, from where I'm from, I've never even seen anything like you, so...
Then there is no need to show hostilities towards you.
John, this is, apparently they call him Slayer.
Very charming name. Nice to meet you.
You remind me of an old hunter from a guild from my world, John. So more arrogant and self-confident.
Yeah, I'm not very arrogant.
That remains to be seen.
Well, at least from as long as I've known him, he hasn't shown any signs of arrogance.
That's just something for myself to judge. And as for you, creature of flame, your strength to the flame is quite strong from what I can feel, though it could use some improvement. Much like the major flame that I encountered before I arrived here. At least to the second floor of this sundial.
I've been told that before, need to improve on it.
Oh, to be fair, everyone needs improvement.
More of the top, I felt a strength of flame up here. A pull, if you will.
I do believe I know what you're referring to.
That being?
I believe it's called the Crystal Garden at this point, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the Crystal Garden. Not too far from here, actually.
So where is it?
I can show you, if that's alright with you, Pomato, seeing as how I know that the Crystal Garden is special to you and Fee.
As long as he doesn't corrupt it in any way, which I don't think he can. It's fine.
Everything that belongs to the flame, it would be a dishonor to corrupt such thing, even if I am of the void, as you refer it.
Alright, follow me then.
Grimgrim, as he passes, you're just gonna feel a strong, sense of flame within him that passes towards you.
I mean, I wouldn't write a letter in paint, but you could.
It would be pretty.
I can say there's birds. Told you. You should join a different course. I didn't get all of these thingies all over me, not to flex my awesome.
Hi, John.
Hi.
Be like a thing. I don't know if it works, but if you focus on it, maybe I could extract the blood from you. In the drawer. Oh, thank you. What? Why is it in the drawer?
Hello.
Hello, John.
How the heaven and hell would be against each other.
Hello.
Hello, John.
I'm going to end it early tonight because I am falling asleep standing up because of how late I ended up staying last night. And how early I had to wake up this morning. So I am going to call it a night. Good night.